Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Yan, your instructor for the EDUC802 Teaching in Higher Education. Today, I'm going to give you an overview for Unit 2. So let's go to your class first. Okay. Okay. All right. So this is your class Canvas website. So last week, we had an overview of university environment, my expectations, and so forth. You did a doctoral dialogue at the university environment, and you also chose a topic for your project. So let's see what we need to do this week. So Unit 2 is a part of your Module 2, Teaching and Learning in Higher Education. I mentioned in our first online class meeting that in this course, we will talk about learning theories, instruction design models, learning technologies, instructional strategies, learning assessment, and so forth. So let's conquer each topic one by one. Let's start with learning theories. So first of all, please read. Please go over, read your learning outcomes, okay, and the reading prep, okay. So the reading prep seems to have a lot of readings, but it's really fast readings, okay. So make sure you read all of them, as every reading material provided here provided the foundation for you to work on the assignments for this week, and also give you a enrichment for broadening your knowledge in learning theories. So you may, a lot of times you will see learning theories are classified as a behaviorism, cognitivism, and constructivism. As a matter of fact, those three big categories have a lot of theories under each category. For instance, under behaviorism, Pavlov's response theory is one of them. Under the cognitivism, the cognitive flexibility theory is one of them. Okay. And when you under the constructivism, the Vygotsky's zone of proximal development, as well as the more recent connectivism, are under the constructivism category. So when you work on the infographic for the learning theories, please do not just do behaviorism, cognitivism, or constructivism. Instead, choose a specific theory under each group to compare them. Okay, that way you will do a more deeper comparison among the learning theories. All right, and those articles, those learning resources are preparing you for your work on your project part 2, planning your lessons. For instance, how to write measurable learning outcomes. Okay, when I say measurable learning outcomes, make sure that you do not use or do not start with learning outcome as understand, know, or appreciate, because those verbs are not measurable. Okay, so I know we're so used to understand this topic, understand this theory. No, a good instructional designer will never use understand as a learning outcome, because it is not measurable. So make sure that you do not make this mistake. And of course, I can tell if you use understand in to start understand in your learning outcomes, which means you did not watch this video. Okay. So in the educational learning theories, like experiential learning theories, multiple intelligence, those are great, good resources. In Bloom's taxonomy, please read Bloom's taxonomy, because be able to write the learning outcomes is mainly based on the Bloom's taxonomy. We use the verbs at a different cognitive level of the Bloom's taxonomy. So make sure that you read that. It is andragogy. Macomb knows that's the andragogy theory. So because we for higher education, you primarily deal with adults. So this is also called adult learning theory. The Macomb's knows theory is also called adult learning theory. So there are a lot of learning theories you can compare with. So please just do not compare behaviorism, cognitivism, and constructivism. So this is the preparation. Now, learning theory infographic, okay? So first of all, this assignment is to encourage you to use the infographic as a tool, as a learning technology tool, to demonstrate a very easy to comprehend comparison and contrast with different learning theories. Okay. And so you may, if you have not used infographic, there's tutorial, the Picoto chart tutorials. So follow that tutorial. It's really not hard. Okay. So you can create a good learning theories. So for the infographic sample 1 and sample 2, if I found out you are copy and paste information from those samples, you will receive 0 points. Okay. And those samples, maybe one of those samples that did compare with behaviorism, cognitivism, and constructivism. But this is because students are just comparing those those 3 groups. That's why I want to emphasize that do not compare in those 3 groups. Choose one particular theory, like multiple intelligence and adult learning theory. Any of those, comparing those instead of just those 3 categories. And like I said, the sample is simply giving you an idea of what it looked like. I don't want you to limit your creativity of creating an infographic based on those samples. Okay, understand that. All right, so after you created the infographic, upload it here in the discussion board so that all your peers can see it. And then I would like to see a discussion, active involvement from your peers to give your feedback. Okay, so look at your peers' infographic and give them feedback on what could be done a little bit differently. What are your thoughts on improving their infographic? Of course, in your graphic, you also need to answer those 2 questions. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Those are in your post. What have you missed in your learning theory summary? What do you like about content visual design of a peers infographics? So those questions are for the responding post. Now, for your original post, you need to compare and contrast 3 learning theories of your choice. But what you need to focus on are what are the features and benefits of those learning theories? What are each learning theory's view on knowledge, learning, and motivation? What are the implications on teaching from each theory? So you need to show me example, include example in your infographic, okay? So those information need to be included in your infographic and use those 2 questions to guide your your responding post. That's the infographic assignment. Now, the project part 2, plan your lesson, learning goals and outcomes. I started a little bit in our first class, but due to the limited time we have, I was not able to go further. However, in the PowerPoint I posted, there are guidance for you on the project part 2. So please go to my PowerPoint slides that I posted and looking for those specific instructions. Now, get yourself ready for your project part 2, writing learning goals and outcomes. Please carefully read this overview. I mentioned it in our first class, but I want to reiterate it here. There is a reason that I include so many information in the overview, because in the overview basically tells you what is the learning goal, what is the outcome, how to write a learning outcome, how to write a learning goal, what are the differences between different levels of outcomes. So what's the course outcome? What's a course level outcome? What's module level outcome? What is learning level outcome? Okay, so as you see, the course level outcome is broader. That needs to be broad. And the module level is a little less broad, and the learning outcomes is very specific to focus on this particular assignment or this activity. And I also use EDUC802 as a perfect example to show you, to illustrate the hierarchical relationships of different level of learning outcomes, okay? So if you look at the course level outcome, okay, so you have a 4 course level outcome. And this course has 3 modules. Each module has a different number of units. Module 1 have a 1 unit, module 2 have 6 units, and module 3 have a 1 unit. So you can see there, then you may be able to use a same outcome for module, for course, module, and even perhaps assignment, but that's very rare case. Okay. And if you are confused or if not sure how to write learning goals and outcomes, make sure you read this. Okay, or read your course. Okay, go to your syllabus. Go to your syllabus. Look at the course description, course outcomes. Okay, and then go to your specific modules. Okay, and look at your module level outcome and look at your unit level outcome. So you have a great example here. So just follow the structure of the EDUC802 and you should be good to go. Okay. So in chapter 10, they're talking about educational learning theories, read that, and then write 1 learning goal or course level learning outcomes. Those are sometimes used interchangeably. When you use learning goal, that's a very broad. So for example, by the end of this course, what learners should be able to do or achieve. Now, so this is up to you that how many modules you want to choose for your unit of instruction, and then choose 1 module. Okay, so let's say you want to develop a 4-module course. Okay, choose 1 of those 4 modules, and then you will write 4 module level learning outcomes. Okay. If I go scroll back. Okay. Okay, so learning goal, the course level outcomes, there are 4, and there are 3 modules. Okay. One example for module level outcome is synthesize theoretical and applied knowledge of instructional design models. And an assignment level learning outcome is compare contrast various instructional design models. So you are not working on the assignment level outcome yet. Right now, I'm asking you to working on the learning goal, which is course level outcome, and module level outcome. Okay. All right. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Okay. That's all for Unit 2 overview. If you need to make appointment, if you would like to make one-on-one appointment with me, feel free to use the link that I posted in the announcement. All right. Good luck, everyone. And I hope you're doing well in the Unit 2. Onward, everyone. Bye for now. Did you stop it?